Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Now when we are outside the caves, let's go take a look to the next location, because pretty much that's the journey of Clouds and company. They basically go from point A to point B, see what happens in the next town looking for Sephiroth.
We've been fighting the Shinra for a long time at this battlefield.
Actually, no, Dweebs, I'll voice this guy because you voice an old man inside.
Okay.
If you're in a hurry, would you help us fighting them?
Oh boy.
Listen, we don't want you to push it, but if you're in the middle of something, why don't you finish that first?
Where is Chunan? We'll help you.
Make up your mind.
We'll help you.
Then go on and help, and we'll fill you in on details.
Okay then.
Don't worry, I'm actually doing that.
Hold on, I'm being called right
purpose.
now. Will somebody be Cloud for me in the meantime?
Sure, I will.
Yeah, good page order.
So yeah, this is Fort Condor. They will explain you a bit what it actually is, but on game code wise, it has an interesting story. I'll tell you later on because we'll have basically much a lot of time to talk about.
Wait, if I'm voicing an old man, can I do the Jupiter Ascending one?
Sure. I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, this is something. I never thought anyone would ever climb up here. Your eyes are different. Well, anyhow, any minute now, this will be a battlefield against Shinra. You better get down before you get involved. Get down!
Judge, cool it.
There's Shinra.
You mean call it Eddie Redmayne call it? It appears you have a problem with Shinra too. After all, you climbed up there. Why not listen to what I have to say for a moment?
I
get it.
I guess so.
Do you know what's at the top of this mountain?
The reactor and the Condor.
Why do you sound Portuguese? I can see you're very perceptive. Yes, it is a reactor and a condor.
Yes, I'm not even kidding. There's a giant condor nesting on top of the reactor.
The Shinra doesn't like the idea of having the condor on top of a reactor.
Sure.
Well, cheers, BRB. I think.
It's not very logical.
I can read your minds, don't worry. It seems there's some type of special material in the reactor above us.
It's actually foreshadowing this.
And because the condors came, the Shinra rushed troops here. The military wants us to get the condor and all the villagers off this mountain. The condors are now warming their eggs, which hatch only once every few years. We would like to protect the condors from being harmed.
New lives.
Condor eggs, a real work of nature. We've got to protect the life of the planet.
Your message about environmentalism is very subtle.
So to protect the eggs, are you gonna protect the reactor?
Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to fight Shinra ourselves. That's why we have hired soldiers to help us. Here is Channing Tatum. Oh, as our sponsor, you can help us with a contribution or by fighting alongside of us. What do you think? You want to join us in our fight?
Cloud?
Yes, that's what we're going to do.
I'm not interested.
Not interested.
Alright.
Oh, thanks.
It's interesting because honestly, I think Cloud's saying all right in this situation is kind of out of character because.
Well, that's because I think your stuff on the.
All right, I'm back. Pardon me if I had a British accent.
Come on, Theo. I know what you mean, but honestly, do you really think Cloud would just, take some time from fucking saving the planet or change the route just to do something he has nothing to do with?
Alright, I'm back now. Pardon me if I had a British accent at any point in time.
Actually, a Portuguese accent.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, we
let's just take a rest here.
To help this place. Basically, Jova, this place is stormed by Shinra because there's a giant fucking bird nesting an egg on top of a reactor, and Shinra apparently doesn't like that. They want to remove it, and the people of the fort instead want the bird to remain, so it's open war.
I see.
And I did my best, Jupiter.
Gameplay-wise, as you will see in a couple of minutes, it's basically a tower defense minigame.
Oh boy, we're going to meet her in this part.
I never actually bothered with that minigame. I just wait for the thing to go.
I'll
And then...
talk more about it when we're actually playing, because there will be a section where we're actually playing the game, so there will be actually time to talk about it.
Yeah, I forgot. Was this part mandatory or was it optional?
It's
The
optional.
first is optional. The fourth actually is mandatory in these two, as we will see.
I remember, that's
Yeah.
one thing I really love about Final Fantasy VII. The things that are optional in this game are so vast and rather big
I'll
for
tell
a
you
game
more in
of
a
its
bit,
time.
Jova, don't worry.
Oh, if in that case you're gonna love Final Fantasy VI then, because Final Fantasy VI has entire sections of extra story that are optional.
Yep.
It's like, well, I mean, well, you gotta give Square credit. I mean,
Thanks
it's
for
actually
accepting.
good. Oh,
Let me explain our strategy. The enemy will climb the mountain looking for the reactor. We will lay a trap for them and hire soldiers to protect the area.
or hire soldiers
Well,
right off
that's
the
all,
bat.
but this village doesn't have any money, even if we wanted to fight our ends are tied because we're broke. If we're one soldier, we should need 400 gil. So if we are 20 soldiers, we must have 8,000 gil. So if you folks have the time, we would like you to use your own money to hire these soldiers, buy the traps, lead up and command the troops. So basically, you do all the job.
So I'm
If you
not
press
getting
for time,
paid.
we'd like you to help us with the money. If you can give us the money, we can hire soldiers with the founding block Shinra. We know that we're asking it's selfish.
Aw.
Yeah.
You're still doing it anyway.
Yeah.
We'll send our wives and children to another village. We'll get back to square one. Let's guess, if the enemy princess or shed, you have to fight them immediately.
Haha.
Well,
Square.
Well, I'll give them this. At least they're admitting that what they're asking them is a bit selfish, and it's not like they're at least forcing us.
Now then,
Nothing like the citizens of that idiot village in Super Mario
you can win by
Sunshine.
wiping out the enemy or killing the enemy commander in charge. If the enemy reaches the shed, they'll attack, and you have no choice but to go into battle immediately. In the event that you lose during direct contact, even the enemy gets reactor. So yeah, basically it's explaining that...
Is this game turned into an RTS now?
Again, I'm explaining you. It's an RTS minigame. Basically, the idea is that there are different types of enemies, and they're led by a commander. You need to either slay them all or slay the commander. If the commander reaches the top, you need to have a standard fight, like, the usual in the game, against the commander, which is like a mini-boss.
Welcome
If
to
you
Command.
lose that, it's
Welcome to
basically... What?
sorry. Welcome to Command and Fantasy.
I keep forgetting what RTS stands for.
Real-time strategy.
No, it's actually tower defense, if I recall. It's more like tower defense more than RTS.
Oh yeah, tower defense.
It's kind of like Dylan's Rolling Western, for example. But yeah, basically, there's also elemental rock, paper, scissors about different types of troop. It's very easy when you get to it. It's more a micromanagement work.
We aren't going to have to read through all of these, are we?
I'm just skipping past just to... my idea when I recorded this part was to let know everything about the minigame, because it's actually complex and it will be mandatory later on, so I thought it would be better on just to know it already instead of, having to get back later on.
We're going to be here for hours.
Just minutes, so don't worry, Dweebsy.
Don't worry, Dwibs. It's basically just explaining the nuts and bolts of the thing. Besides, it won't take long overall.
Cloud, you spent so long reading that guy's instructions that we're all dead.
Okay, my
happens.
voice is better now.
That reminds me.
Nice
Theo.
job breaking it, hero.
What?
My voice is fine.
If we're going to
No,
meet who
I'm
I
Aerith,
think...
I'm Aerith, you busty bitch.
Okay. Cloud, she's being mean to me.
Oh,
Aerith,
boo-fucking
please be
who.
nice.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Aerith,
You're big assets.
Aerith, what have we
Aerith,
said about
don't behave,
insulting?
bad things will happen to you.
What are you talking about?
Calm now,
Nothing.
Aerith. If you keep insulting Tifa, next thing you know, you maybe run through and I won't be there to help you.
Cloud, don't bother. I've read the script. I know I'm gonna die.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Arif, you're not gonna die. However, if you annoy the directors enough, they may change the
Being
script.
stabbed means death.
You will
Like I
be
said,
with
Arif,
us
it
in
depends on
spirit.
how much you annoy.
What kind of bullshit is that? Once you're dead, you're dead. Are you
What?
taking inspiration from Turnabout Big Top?
Well, Arif, I've noticed that you're not even trying to be nice, so if you don't even try, what point is there?
Wow, we've got Dick Layton and Bitch Arif.
It happens.
Speaking of which, Teo, you know that character who we sort of meet in this part?
What? Yeah, okay, what about it?
Is
I
it
was
the one
actually
I'm
gonna
is it the one I'm voicing?
Yep.
I was actually gonna request I voice her, but if Dwibs wants to, sure.
Okay.
Since
For
actually,
God's sake, Cloud, half the world's blown up now because you're wasting time reading instructions.
objection, Arif,
worry.
the world's just fine.
Don't worry, it's almost over.
Besides,
Feedback?
Arif, we all know
That's
the world
like-
ends with you.
Oh.
Cloud, that joke was bad and you should feel bad.
I don't hear anything suggesting
Hey,
it
this
was.
one's coming up here. Looks like you're just right. Please, any help is
I thought it
appreciated.
was funny.
Thank you, Tifa.
You have telemenes. There appear to be many beasts, so you want to deploy more attackers.
Midgar's been blown to shit.
Hold on. Because it tends to load. There you go. That's the Condor, by the way.
Okay, let's do something now.
Okay.
Okay, as I mentioned, as basically the tutorial basically mentioned, you basically place your units, start the game, have the enemies climb, then start attacking, and then eliminating any of all. If the commander reaches the door on the top of the reactor, you start a fight like usual in the game against a mini boss, but it's like a giant horn or something.
Okay, now I'm
If you
imagining
win,
Command and Conquer music
if you
here,
win,
right?
it still counts as you won the game, as you won the battle. If you lose, it basically you just lost your money. But there's an interesting twist. Apparently, earlier concepts of the game showed that this minigame should have been both mandatory in the earlier stages and more brutal, because if you lost multiple times, at least in earlier concept of the game, the fort would have been conquered earlier, you know, and you would have not had the chance then to get back in Disc 2 when it would become mandatory. I don't know what they exactly did to change this pack, but basically now it's basically unlosable, okay? Because the mini boss is a joke, you can beat it very easily. So if in worst case scenario you just fight it and just nail it and win it. Really, the most tedious part is micromanagement, but I also did because these mini games gives you very interesting rewards. Like for example, this one, the first battle gives you a relatively powerful weapon for Red 13, which I'm using. So it's actually convenient for me to use it.
You know, I just realised.
What?
Why am I making Aerith sound like Toad?
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
know.
it's like you're trying to make her unlikable at this point.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to imply that Captain Toad is unlikable?
No. I'm not talking about Captain Toad.
I think he means
People
having a
tend to
voice
have a
so
grudge against
unfitting.
Toad's voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot do that.
Hello.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, good job, Dibs.
Yay!
I mean, and it's even interesting because in the Dick cartoon, Toad had an even more irritating voice.
Hey, Luigi, guess what? No one cares about you.
That's sort of why I was sort of hope.
That's strange coming from Toad.
Well, everyone knows Mario. No one knows who that Luigi guy is. Hell, I can't even remember his last name.
No, please don't go with the Mario movie where you go Mario and Luigi Mario, please.
Well, to be fair, I think there was actually a game that actually addressed that. Yeah, Mario's last name is Mario. There was a video game. I forget which one it
If
was.
it's Yoshi's Island, it's not canon.
No.
We already said that.
No, it wasn't Yoshi's Island. It was I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was like the
In Superstar
Wait,
Saga,
are you
Bowser
there's a-
spends most of the game calling Luigi the green guy.
Theo, are you saying there's a canon in the Mario series?
A lot. Yeah, there are different continuities as far Mario games are concerned.
I bet
For
Yoshi's-
example, Yoshi's Island have their own continuity. The Galaxy games and I think Sunshine and Galaxies have the same continuity.
No. What happens is everything that happened in Sunshine was pretty much it still happened, but they were ignoring it because that story sucked.
I
But
know, and the voice acting was terrible.
what happened was basically ever since Yu Tokyo took over for the series, they started doing basically this thing that's where Captain Toad started in Super Mario Galaxy 1, and they eventually went on to put him in 3D World and shit. Basically, there's this sense of continuity in it, but it's not that major. Like
No. There are. I mean, for example, of course, you have continuity for the RPG series, like Paper Mario has his own continuity, and the Mario and Luigi series has its own continuity. Okay. Basically, the best explanation we can give you, Dweebs, is that Mario is a multiverse. Okay, with different continuity.
Well, that depends. And it's like, with the Mario and Luigi series, you can sort of see that taking place also in the mainstream universe with how it goes. However,
Not
stuff like the
really,
Paper Mario.
Not really, when you consider that if you have to take every single version of a Mushroom Kingdom, you will be very confused because it's shapeshift design every 5 seconds.
Well, to be fair, that's within the series, and I guess we can assume that they did redecorate. I mean, heck, we have no choice but to assume that they redecorated after the ending of Bowser's Inside Story, considering what happens to the castle there. However, stuff like the Paper Mario series, yeah, that's definitely in a completely different universe.
Anyway, almost over, slaying the last beast, then going for the commander.
But yeah, going back to how we actually came to this, I was actually going to request that I could voice Yuffie since I actually like her.
Sorry, Jova.
I know, Dweebs with the girl voice.
No, it's not just like that. I personally think it fits more.
I suppose. I just hope he doesn't do the same voice with Aerith. Well, as he does with Yuffie. Well, yeah.
Hey, you'll see, don't worry.
And the
Anyway,
female commentators are
Hold
too
on.
high a pitched voice to voice any male characters.
hey, hold
Well,
on.
I don't know, Shiroi. There may be a
Although I
male...
could be Tails.
True, you could be Tails. In fact, there may be a few male voices you could be in some games, Shiroi. I mean, heck, I actually considered you voicing some certain male characters in the Ace Attorney series at some point.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, as you notice in the bottom right corner, there's an actual speed setting for the fighting movement of the troops, and this is actually the most higher you can go. So even at the higher setting, they're moving very slowly.
I regret to inform you that Dwibs is all tied up at the moment.
And who the heck are we gonna
So I
have
take-
voice
Layton?
Aerith? Then who the
Layton,
heck?
how did you... Layton, let Dwibs go.
No, I
Layton.
sent him to a wonderful holiday in Madagascar.
Oh God!
So it will end up chanting
not
I like the
film.
way you move it until our ears will explode.
No, I sent him to the island.
So, Layton, if that's the
Yes.
case, let's see how you voice Aerith then.
Okay then.
Cloud, get your ass back here!
Get Dwibs back!
But
Hi.
Dwibs escaped.
But Dwib's voices are the same.
Well, true. I hope he could somehow grow out of it eventually. God help him if he does that same voice for Yuffie.
You'll see.
I already know
Commander is
this.
almost
Not just
dead
for the
anyway.
not just for the sake that I actually like Yuffie, but also for the sake that it'll become too
There you go.
redundant.
Okay, what the hell?
And there we go. I take it that was a good enough distraction for you, Dwibs.
Yeah, I socked
Oh,
Layton
that
in the
was
face.
good. Machine
All
tools
part of
will
the
be back.
plan.
Now, out the window, Layton. No,
Be
no.
sure and scout the area well. We don't know when we'll attack again.
Hi, Layton.
He'll be
We have
okay.
7 islands left, so there's 1,400 gil. Oh yeah, I found this just down in Battlefield. Maybe it'll come in handy for you guys. And there you go, basically a weapon
A magic
for Red
comb.
13.
The surprise
Well,
is just the magic conch while they were at it.
Hey, Aerith,
Yeah?
here's a magic comb.
Oh, thank you, Cloud.
Actually, it's for Red 13 because his weapon, for some reason,
Oh,
are.
fuck you, Cloud. Giving me a comb that was whipped for an animal's fur. You
Well,
cheapskate.
what can you give it back then? I need to give it to Red 13 then.
Okay, fine.
Cloud,
Take it.
please
Sir.
tell me it makes her go bald.
No,
But I
Tifa.
like my hair.
Oh, come now,
Almost
Tifa. I'm
as
not.
much as
I'm
you
not.
like assets.
Now, Tifa, I'm not trying to be mean to her.
Oh, Tifa, guess what
That doesn't mean I'm not.
Tifa, I got
Try
you.
to set
I
a good
got,
example,
I
but
got
yeah,
you this
go it.
big bra. It will help.
And there you go.
Hey!
Pretty much, yeah.
So yes, mission accomplished.
So yeah, that's basically that was just for showing how Fort Condor works. Don't worry, I will go back here only off screen and just when it's mandatory in these two.
No, come
So
back.
you
What the fuck was it?
will be
Jupiter
spared
said
by
it
a
wasn't
lot
that bad, was it?
of tower defense.
Ah,
worry.
well, that's a nice load off my back. Now I guess it's just time to go out and enjoy nature.
Yeah, especially the woods.
And jump cut.
Yeah, I had to jump cut because the main gimmick is that
It's
the
a
encounter we're
random.
about to witness is random, so I needed to.
Oh boy.
You had to run around in the bushes till you found it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Aha! There it is, the rare.
Hello.
There it is, the rare specimen, Materias Steelacus.
Yes.
Guess I got you guys all fired up.
History Ninja.
Sure, yeah. Tifa, feel free to lay into her.
Ow! Hey, what's the big idea?
Sorry, I got it from Professor Layton. He always said a true gentleman always knows when to, well, you know, do it with a woman.
That's not what I
Actually,
meant.
actually, what he said was, and I'm quoting here, a true
Dick Layton.
a true gentleman pays attention to a woman's needs.
Dick Layton.
Oh, Dick Clayton.
Dick Clayton, yeah, okay.
Dick Layton doesn't give a
That's,
shit.
that's fine.
Well, Dick Clayton wasn't around when we did our Curious Village playthrough. Dick
Huh,
Luke
do you
was,
know her?
so you don't see ones like this every day.
I'll say.
Man, I can't believe I lost. Whoop! You spiky-headed jerk! One more time! Let's go! One more time!
God, even here people are calling me spiky-headed. Oh yeah, and by the way,
Stay and fight! Fight, I
And-
said!
and now here's the real challenging thing. You have to get this exactly right. You have to pick every choice right,
and
otherwise...
in all of this, you absolutely don't have to open the menu
Come on,
because
what's the
otherwise
matter?
she will run away stealing your
You're
guild.
pretty scared of me,
Exactly.
And also, by the way, that save point is fake. Just for your knowledge.
huh? Just as I thought. What do you expect with my skills? Good luck to you guys, too. If you feel up to it, we can go another round. Later!
Well,
Hmm.
bye.
I'm really gonna leave. Really?
Wait a second.
What is it? You still have something for me? So is that it? I know you want my help because I'm so good.
Technically.
Do you want me to go with you?
That's right.
Thought so. You put me in a spot. What should I do?
You...
But if you want me that bad, I can't refuse.
No, you
Alright,
can't.
I'll go with you. Hey, hey!
And yes, that's right. You have to do every single choice that Tio did, otherwise she will steal some of your
I haven't even
materia.
told you my name.
By the way, in my first run, I generally thought it was male,
I'm
not a
Yuffie.
girl.
Good to meet ya. Just as I planned.
Sure, you.
All I have to do is a little of this and a little of that.
Character
Hey,
aside,
wait up! Wait for me!
character aside, she has some awesome limit breaks and some good
Yep.
stats.
She's
Yeah.
very quirky.
Are you sure
She's a
it's- are you
materia
sure it's the
thief.
dialogue or is it me?
Honestly, I never
It's
really
both.
liked Yuffie that much, honestly.
Yeah, and as a token of gratitude,
Well,
first thing
yeah,
I'm gonna do is
character-wise.
steal her equipment
Yeah. To be fair, character-wise, Yuffie is
and her materia. There you go. Now go
I'm
back
Yuffie.
in the dimensional pocket.
yeah.
Hey!
I'll just quote what
We know, Pedro. We know. You've
Okay.
quoted it twice.
Is she
well,
any better
sure,
in
why
the,
not? 3 times for the charm.
Is she any better
Sure.
in like Advent Children or something?
She
She's
is
better
like,
in-
Well, she's way better in Dirge of
Search of
Cerberus.
Cerberus, yeah, definitely. She's way better there.
I still don't like her outfit in that game, though.
Ugh, that outfit was.
Anyway, that's all for part 18. See you for the next one
well,
when we get back
Yeah.
to
See you
Juno.
then.
I never let outfits bother me that much, but
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
See ya.